Family Christmas parties are usually filled with joy and cheer. However, for this family, the festive occasion took a dark turn, and something dreadful occurred. Hello YouTube, and let's get started. On the eve of December 24, 2008, the Ortega family gathered to celebrate the holidays. At the heart of this reunion were Joseph, aged 80, and his wife, Alicia Ortega, 70. Alongside them were their 5 children, Sylvia, Charles, James, Alicia, and Leticia, and a bustling array of grandchildren, filling the home with warmth and laughter. There are about 25 people in all. Most of the children play by the pool, in the garden, or engrossed in video games at the back of the house. A 17-year-old, however, prefers the solitude of a computer on the second floor. Shortly before 11:30 p.m., a knock sounds at the door. In this cheerful, friendly atmosphere, no one suspects a thing. It is Leticia's 8-year-old daughter who eagerly rushes to the entrance. "Santa Claus! Santa Claus!" she exclaims with delight. A man dressed as Santa stands behind the door, but as soon as it opens, a shot from a semi-automatic weapon rings out, striking the little girl in the face. Miraculously, she is only wounded in the cheek. The massacre and the reason. As the shots rained down, the girl's 2 uncles, Charles and James, fell to the ground. Charles recognized the assailant and managed to shout, "It's Bruce!" Despite their wounds, both men attempted to rise. Bloodied and determined, they stood up and tried to catch him, to stop him, but their efforts were in vain. Beneath the Santa Claus sweats was Bruce Jeffrey Bordeaux, the 43-year-old ex-husband of Sylvia Ortega, 2 years her senior. Their divorce had been finalized just a week earlier. Bruce would keep the house, while Sylvia would receive a $10,000 settlement along with the diamond engagement ring and the family dog. Investigators quickly identified the recent divorce as the motive for the crime. The little girl shot was the first victim in a long line of horror. Executions follow. Bruce Jeffrey Bordeaux seems determined to kill everyone without distinction. The grandparents, Joseph and Alicia Ortega, their 3 daughters and 2 stepdaughters, Teresa and Cherry, take cover to avoid the bullets. Using his air compressor, the criminal sprays fuel into the house, his idea to ignite it with a flare. But the flames from the chimney fires triggered an explosion that finished off the wounded, killed the 17-year-old teenager upstairs. The review. In the space of a few seconds, a family celebration turned into a bloodbath. 9 people died, the 2 grandparents, 4 of their children, 2 daughters-in-law, and a grandson. 16 people were orphaned. When the fire department arrived on the scene, the family home had been transformed into an inferno. A pair of fake glasses and a red and white bonnet lay in front of the entrance to the house. Before ringing, the killer had planned his escape. He carried $17,000 wrapped in plastic and taped to his body, as well as a plane ticket to Illinois. Investigators suspect this was a decoy, as he also left a Toyota outside the home of his ex-wife's lawyer. Inside, food, maps of the southwestern US and Mexico, and a barrel of gasoline and 2 computers. He hadn't planned to burn himself, so he was forced to change his plan. Bruce Jeffrey Pardo drives away from Covina in a blue car, all lights off, according to a neighbor. He finally arrives at his brother's house in Sylmore, 65 kilometers from the crime scene. He killed himself by shooting himself in the mouth, and he was found by his brother 3 hours later. The survivors of the massacre will be forever marked by this marriage eve. Leticia is the only surviving sibling. 5 years later, she is trying to preserve some semblance of tradition by learning to reproduce her mother Alicia's signature recipe, pozole. CBS reported in 2013. Everywhere we turn, there are memories of what we used to have, and then memories of that night. There's no escaping it, she told the news channel at the time. Christmas will always be there, and we continue to celebrate it. And that's it. This story is terrible and is still horrible for the ones who are still alive. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell to hear about other captivating stories. And until next time.